gonna back test something real quick on my one sec. This is my market open theory. This is the only time I'll ever show this because I'm working on a pretty good strategy right now where I can kind of play off different plays when it comes to the market open. So right now, this is my back testing so far. I have about 19 screenshots, about 5 different plays that happens every open. But today I just wanna experiment on something. Let's see. I'm just recording just for myself, just so people can see how it goes. To be honest with you, this. Alright. Let's see. Taking trades right now. Alright, this one, 1, 2, 3. It's the wrong one. Boom, boom. I'm gonna make this blue actually. Actually, I'm gonna make it yellow. Okay, this is third candle high. Right when that candle closes, a long 18-point stop. Then it would have been like 23 to 25 points. This would have been the high. I would aim for that. I actually took this trade today. I ended up losing because I got out early. Because I messed up on my entry, but it's all good. Okay, so far, that's a 1. Let's see. This one, high and low. Since this was a very big candle, I'd come for that retest. This is something new I learned was, okay, if the candle is too big, around 50 points, there's no point in me trying to long this. I'd rather wait for a retest back in that 1 minute. Or if it was a very small fair value gap, obviously look for that retracement. But other than that, I'd rather look for that 1 minute high. So you can see right here, boom, goes up there. $18 points, stop, 23-point high. Either way, if I wanted to hit higher, it would have worked too. Okay, boom. That is actually, I don't know what play that is, but I think I created another play. Yeah, that was, let me see. That was play 3. Candle was too big, so it has to be a subcategory because play 3 means the third candle break, you take it that direction. But since this was a 50-point candle, now I'm realizing I'd rather go for that 1 minute retest for this one. Yeah. Okay, cool. So far, works 2 times. This would have automatically worked. This would have been double size that I learned is if it creates a fair value gap and it closes below the low and it respects it, that's a very good chance. Actually, I still need more data, but just looking back. 7-point stop. This would have been like 30 points. Want to hit again. This was third candle, so boom, Since the second candle broke, since it broke the low from the second candle, I don't take that. I wait for a retest into a fair value gap or the low. So this one, the first value gap, was kind of next to the low. You take that one short, especially after you see all that selling coming in. Right when the candle closes, right here. Alright, there's that. I'm trying to look for some more like better ones. Alright, this one, high and low. Since this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, it held 4 candles. After that, I'm looking for a retest back into that zone. I'm not looking for the straight break, I'm looking for that retest. As you can see, because looking at my back test, if like this type of consolidation, I'd rather wait for a break than retest back into that zone. Only when it holds 4 candles or more. So boom, once that selling comes in, short 18 points. This one didn't need 18 points. This one would be like 13, 14 points. So bang right there. Alright. This one coming in. You can see how it broke that first candle high and the second candle. So you don't take that, you wait for a fair value gap, first fair value gap, or a retest into that zone. So realistically, this could have been a loss depending on the person, because you could have took that one long. It stopped out 14 points, and then I have one trade a day, so this would have just been a loss regardless. I wouldn't have re-entered, but you can. But enough with those. I'm just trying to find a different type of example. Okay, something like this. Let me see how it would work. High and low, third candle, right when it closed, boom. Either way, this would have been a break-even trade because it wouldn't even hit 23 points. It would have just been break-even. But it stopped me from a loss. So that's that. I'm not even gonna go back and bro. I know what I'm looking for. There's no point me doing all that shit. Okay, so look, I'll show you another example right here. Since it broke on the 4th candle, I don't take it, because most of the time if it breaks on the 4th candle, it's gonna do some goofy shit like this. So now what we're looking for is the first fair value gap to be actually respected good. So this one, potentially, maybe you could have took it, but honestly, I mean, it would have still worked, but this is not a good fair value gap. It didn't even enter. So boom, you wait. This candle, and then your signal for these is these candles has to close below. So this candle has to close below this low, and if I'm looking long, this candle has to close above that high. So boom, it comes in this fair value gap. So once it tries to close on the 4th candle, I just look for a first fair value gap or a retest. So I would want to see this break a retest long, or I just look for a first fair value gap of the day to be respected. This would be respected. You can see this candle close above this candle's high, and then instead of waiting, once again, you kind of just take the long, boom, call it a day. Let me see, because I'm trying to find something. Okay, look, perfectly once again. There's no point in me waiting. Right when it closed below, just fucking enter short, especially when you can see all this momentum coming in. You know, aim for like 30 points or something. Have an 18-point stop, but yeah. My next back test actually is gonna be what happens if I just put my stop below the candle or above the candles or some shit instead of this 18 points. Let me look at this one. Okay, so this one you can see once again that you can see how this one, two, three, four broke on the fourth candle, and you can see how if you took how it comes back in this retest zone slash fair value gap. If it's close enough, I'll take it. Boom. Once this candle closes, enter short right away. Call it a day. I actually took this play too. Yep, this was Tuesday. Took that exact play. So this one you can see once again, close on the second candle, but you don't take that long. You wait for that retest. Boom, boom, boom. You could have. My thing is, look, when it comes to these things, you could have probably took a retest right there. You wouldn't have been stopped out. That's kind of why I have 18 points, because I notice a lot of time 18 points is a very good range. Instead of me waiting for this high, then I would have got stopped out. But right when the candle closes, just enter long 18-point stop. Then it would hit. And yeah, this would have hit as well. So my thing is, my entry has got to be better. That's my key thing that I'm waiting for. If, like, for example, even this one right here, right, high and low. It broke on the third one, which is good, but this is my only complaint. This is why I don't enter right off the close, because sometimes it could just reverse right away. And then if I see that momentum coming down, then I enter short. Most of the time, even if it goes right away, that's a difference between me winning the trade or losing the trade as well too. And that's the difference between me winning the trade and losing the trade in a different way. It's not that I'm going to get stopped out. It's that it's not going to hit my take profit. See, if I just wait for this, boom. I actually took this trade. I took this trade and I took it fucking wrong, because I took it all the way right here. And it ended up getting stopped out. Now, if I just enter short where I had to go, 25 point banger. So there's a higher chance that right when I enter, when the candle closes, there's a, like, over the long run, it's going to help me versus just holding it. Even this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to wait for a break. And now I'm going to wait for either, what's it called? Since it held for 4 candles longer, wait for the retest, first fair value gap of the day. So you can see right here, fair value gap, but you can see how this candle didn't close above this high, right? And then this candle didn't close below this candle's low, close above it. And then boom, 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 boom. You come in, wait for the first fair value gap, comes in there, just closes above. Once again, like how I said, you see how right when it closes, let's see if I got to stop down or not. See, this one I would have got maybe stopped down, I don't know. But you can see how I'm very close to being stopped down, right? Or if you just waited, this reversed right away, you could have saw this, saw some momentum, then enter short. But I feel like over the long run, this is better. And then, yeah. So my conclusion now from this is So the first fair value gap was the big candle, so you just wait for that respect round. When the candle closes below, enter short. Boom. Yes. Okay, so I guess from this backtesting session, I'm learning, okay, you know what? Instead of me, let me see, which one was it? The one prime example was this one. Instead of me waiting for a closure below this candle and all this bullshit, I rather just right when it closes, 1, 2, 3, short, 18-point stop, boom, boom, boom. It's gonna go. It's gonna hit my take profit. So over the long run, it's gonna help me more than it doesn't help me. So put a little back testing session for me to get more information. I'm gonna do another back testing where I'm trying to add some more like indicators, or like indicator not meaning like it has to be EMA or MACD or something. I just mean indicator as in it's like another signal for me to enter, or a signal for me to not enter. But I'm starting to like this stuff for sure, especially look at this retest. Like I have different scenarios for like, you guys can see a lot of the days kind of repeat. Like this day looked like the day before. For example, let me actually log today. I think I might have a subcategory today as well now too. Actually no. Yeah, look. Right, hold up. Let me remove everything. Take the high and low. It broke on the third candle, right? Right when it breaks on the third candle, enter. Boom. Say 18-point stop is enough. And then you can see how the momentum, once you start seeing this momentum coming in, you can see how it tried to go, sellers came in, buyers stepped up. Sellers came in, buyers stepped up. You can see how this candle absolutely destroyed all of them nice and full, started coming up. And then boom, you could have, I missed it. I literally took this trade today, but I took my long like over here or something. And either way, I have an 18-point stop. I would have been stopped out. I ended up taking 13-point loss because I took it long right here, but I got out early. If I just held, it would have hit. I don't know why. Whatever. But right when it hit third candle, enter short. Enter long. 18-point stop. Boom. My TP2 like 23, and then once it starts to break up, you can see how this candle, this high right here, just aim for that high, call it a day. Boom, 32 points would have been nice. 1 to 7, or 1 to 1.7 risk reward. But yeah, one thing I'm learning is just take it right when the candle closes above or below. There's no point in me waiting and then waiting for that high to be taken. Most of the time, it's just not worth it. And that is just one backtesting session. Once again, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm going to be looking back at these videos in the future. This is the only time I'll ever share it, when I make these videos, and in the future I'm going to just private all of them, because I feel like no one really, or if they do, no one's really showing like their playbook that they have every single scenario for the morning open. And the more reps I do, the more better I'll get, and then eventually it'll be pretty solid. But so far, just all my rules right here. If you want to look at it, go ahead. If not. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next back testing video.